The story of Grigory Rasputin is one of mystery, power, faith, and downfall, woven into the final turbulent years of Imperial Russia. A child of Siberia, Grigory Rasputin was born in 1869 in a remote village called Pokrovskoye, deep in the icy vastness of Russia. He was the son of poor peasants, uneducated and wild by most accounts. As a young man, Rasputin was known more for drinking and mischief than for holiness. But something changed. In his late 20s, after a spiritual crisis, some say a vision, Rasputin abandoned his reckless life and became a wandering holy man, or stranik. He traveled across Russia, visiting monasteries and sacred sites, preaching repentance and seeking divine truth. His piercing eyes and intense presence left deep impressions on those who met him. The rise of the holy man. Rasputin eventually made his way to the grand city of St. Petersburg, the heart of the Russian Empire. There, his reputation as a mystic and healer began to spread among the elite. It was through powerful connections that he was introduced to Tsar Nicholas II and his wife Alexandra Fyodorovna. The royal couple was desperate. Their only son, Alexei Nikolaevich, suffered from hemophilia, a life-threatening condition that caused him to bleed uncontrollably. Doctors were helpless, but Rasputin seemed to help. Whenever the boy was in crisis, Rasputin would pray, and somehow Alexei's condition would improve. Whether by calming the child, discouraging harmful medical treatments, or sheer coincidence, Rasputin gained the unwavering trust of the Empress. To Alexandra, Rasputin was a man sent by God, and power behind the throne. As Rasputin's influence grew, so did whispers and resentment. He had no official position, yet he advised the royal family on political matters. During World War I, when Tsar Nicholas II left to lead the army, Alexandra relied heavily on Rasputin's counsel. This alarmed the Russian nobility. Rumors spread wildly, stories of drunkenness, corruption, and inappropriate behavior. Whether exaggerated or true, Rasputin became a symbol of everything wrong with the monarchy, a peasant mystic controlling the empire from the shadows. Public trust in the royal family began to collapse. On the conspiracy by 1916, a group of nobles decided Rasputin had to die. Among them was Felix Yusupov, a wealthy aristocrat, and Vladimir Purishkevich, a fierce critic of Rasputin. They believed killing him would save Russia. Rasputin was lured to Yusupov's palace under the pretense of meeting the prince's wife. The night of murder. What happened next became legend. Rasputin was given food and wine laced with poison, enough it was said to kill several men, yet he did not die. Panicked, Yusupov shot him. Rasputin fell, but then he rose again. According to the conspirators, Rasputin staggered to his feet and attempted to escape into the snowy night. He was shot multiple times and beaten. Finally, his body was thrown into the freezing Neva River. When his corpse was recovered days later, it was rumored that water was found in his lungs, suggesting he may have still been alive when he was thrown in. Whether myth or truth, his death became one of the most haunting stories in history. In aftermath and legacy, Rasputin's assassination did not save the monarchy. Just months later, in 1917, the Russian Revolution erupted. The Romanov dynasty fell and Tsar Nicholas II and his family were executed. Rasputin had once predicted, "If I am killed by nobles, the royal family will not survive long." Chillingly, he was right. Whether myth, man, or monster, to some, Rasputin was a holy healer, a man of faith misunderstood by society. To others, he was a manipulative charlatan who helped bring down an empire. Even today, his story lives on in books, films, and songs like Rasputin by Boney M., which immortalized him as a larger-than-life figure. In The Legend Endures, Rasputin remains one of history's most fascinating figures, a man who rose from obscurity to stand at the center of imperial power, only to fall in a storm of violence and myth. His life feels almost unreal, a dark fairy tale set against the end of an empire. If you want, I can turn this into a dramatic narrated version, like a storytelling script, or even a poetic retelling.